Antony is one of the most exciting transfers we have seen in the Premier League for quite some time. In today's video we're going to be checking out some of his best moments from his time at Ajax, and he'll be showcasing just what he's capable of bringing to this Manchester United side and to the Premier League as well. Guys, welcome back to another video on the Planet Football YouTube channel. As always, if you do go on to enjoy, make sure to leave a like and do stick around and subscribe for some regular footballing content. We're going to be checking out what Antony is all about in today's video though, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this one and see just what Antony has to go ahead and showcase. Obviously, from my perspective, I have seen a fair bit of him in the Champions League and things like that, but in the Eredivisie, a lot of this footage will be new to me. But I'm really captivated by this whole transfer story, really. He was obviously a long-term target of Manchester United and especially Erik ten Hag with that previous working relationship. I just think he's going to be electric in the Premier League. Off this right hand side, I think he's going to be so much fun. Oh. He has that Brazilian flair about him, doesn't he? That link up play with everyone else around him, the awareness is very good. And especially in the World Cup year amongst all else, he'll be more motivated than ever. Oh, and that's his real trademark, cutting inside onto that left foot. We've seen just how well Erik ten Hag was able to utilise inverted wingers from his time at Ajax as well. And it's something that he's not really had the proper opportunity to go ahead and do at Manchester United so far because of the players at his disposal. Antony will go ahead and allow that. Oh, look at this. And I have to admit, I think it's a brilliant signing for Manchester United, I really do. I know that a lot of people like to pile in on Man United and the transfer business that they have done. I do accept it is a lot of money, you know, 100 million euros, which is currently being reported. And especially when people look into the metrics like the goals and assists, I think he had 8 in the Eredivisie last season. But it only takes you to watch, you know, half an hour of him in a full football match and you see just what he offers, and it is a lot more than goals and assists. He will get you further up the pitch, he'll jinx in and out of 2 or 3 players and create that space for other people. We've already seen how many overlapping runs the right back has been able to make bombing on past him because of how well he cuts inside and does that role of the inverted winger. And I do think in time, with proper coaching, we'll get to see this on both flanks of Manchester United. You know, Sancho very much doing this similar job in off that left hand side, and I think we've already started to see a few more glimpses of that. But there's something about Antony that's just a little bit special to me. He has that flair, that cheekiness, that personality that I think comes with a lot of Brazilian players as well. Oh, and then the vision and things like that is absolutely immaculate. I think it's why he's such a dangerous player as well, because if you do get close to him, he can absolutely kill you in those tight spaces with a clever little flick or something like that. But if you give him space, you know he's getting that shot away or that inch perfect cross into the box. You do see the relationship a lot between the fullback and Antony in a lot of these clips. Oh, what a finish. Oh, it's just so natural to him as well, cutting inside onto that foot. Oh. A lot has been made of, you know, his goals and assists and things like that from last season, but if you actually look into some of the other metrics, he comes out in the top percentile of quite a few of them actually, in terms of goal-creating actions in the Champions League from last season. He was only second to Vinicius Jr. and considering Real Madrid went on to win it and they were knocked out Ajax in the round of 16, it's seriously impressive stuff. And I honestly do think that, and I know the Eredivisie has a little bit of a mixed rate in terms of a hit ratio when you are buying into the Premier League. But from what I've seen of him and what he's showcased in the Champions League, how dynamic he actually is and the way that Manchester United are going to play this season under Erik ten Hag, I think he's going to be one of the most fun players to watch in the Premier League. That little bit of cockiness about him, I think he's absolutely brilliant. And of course we've seen what Manchester United were driven up to in the end for the price tag, and that's because Ajax was so desperate to go ahead and keep hold of him because he is quite a unique talent really. And I would re-emphasise the point as well that I think in an ever more sort of robotic modern game that we're getting, individualistic players like Antony who have that personality and flair about them, honestly I just don't think we should take these sort of players for granted. The players that play with that free spirit, and you will get that inconsistency because of it, but when he's on his game and once he's allowed to have that period of bedding into Manchester United, I can't wait to see how he's going to explode onto the scene with them. Stands up his defenders so well, jinks it off onto his left foot. Oh. Immaculate first touch as well. Scoops it inside of one player and the other, and has that vision about him as well. By no means was I anything close to a Man United fan growing up or anything like that, but one of my favourite players from back in the day was Antony at Manchester United. That flair and showmanship that he had about him, I think quite a that shines through in a player like Antony. Obviously different positions, Antony more so off his right foot and things like that, but I do get those sort of similar vibes about him. And in those early days, Antony at Manchester United, before any injuries or anything like that, he was a special talent. And I can't help but feel like with him on one side, Sancho on the other, it is the Erik ten Hag blueprint that he'll finally have in place in terms of a consistent starting 11 that he can go ahead and pick from. And we just see this range of dynamic passes now, those raking passes coming across the pitch. For Brazil, he's obviously got quite a bit of competition on that right-hand side. Particularly with, Rafinha now, how well he's been doing. That transfer over to Barcelona as well. But I think he'll just be so much fun in the Premier League. Those explosions of pace. Those quick feet as well. Honestly, I can't wait to see him in the Premier League. There we have it though, guys. That is what Antony is capable of, and I for one cannot wait to see what he's going to do for Manchester United in the Premier League. If you did go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and do get in the comments down below with any other suggestions for players who you'd like to see me checking out over these next few weeks. Apart from that, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one.